What's up, guys? It's JoJo here from Chaos Hammer, and I'm here again with another war recap, this time against an Iraqi clan. And as you can see, we were victorious, so we're happy about that. We used almost all of our attacks. Obviously, the person that didn't use their attack was kicked from the clan. But yeah, so let's get into the attacks that I chose, which I thought were pretty cool. I tried to mix it up a little bit and got a few more Town Hall 8 attacks. Since we have gone back to losing the 30 seconds in war, and now there's a cool thing where the poison actually doesn't the poison, you can't just double poison like we used to. So we'll see a little funny thing that happened in one of the attacks for that. But first we're gonna get into actually our 6-star MVPs. We had Jukes 45, who got 6 stars this war, Laxus, Makerov, and Pain. So the first attack that we're looking at is this one here, number 28, and one of our 6-star MVPs, Pain, is doing um, a fresh hit Dragloon attack on this Town Hall 8. So what he's going to do is he will just start out with dropping a dragon out. He's just trying to create his funnel. He drops out a few of the dragons just to create to knock out the areas that he wants his dragons to stay within, and then drops in the rest of his dragons so that they head straight into the base. He does lose one of the dragons to one of the air defenses, but that's to be expected. So right here, he's going to actually drop the rage. He should have dropped it a little bit further in so the dragons could experience the rage for a little bit longer. But you'll see that he drops the haste there. Then for the dragons, the loons to get in, he zaps quakes the top air defense, and then drops his very own loons into the back air defense while it is busy targeting his dragons. So as you can see there, his loons did trigger one of those skeleton traps, but now the dragons are still there doing really great work. There's really one Archer Tower and one Tesla, but he has 5 different dragons. So as you can tell, this is definitely going to end up into a 3-star. So I'm speeding it up to 2 times, and just so you can see that the last little bit of defenses will not affect this raid. So good job, Pain, and there is the 3-star. The next attack, which I thought was cool, was this one here on number 25. Yep, 25. Done by Fat Man, and he is doing it with a drag rider. It is a cleanup attack. I don't know if I said, but the first Pain's attack was actually a fresh hit, and so this one is a cleanup hit. And you can see that all the air defense are right in the core. So once his hogs are able to drop in there and knock out those 3 air defense, you can tell that this one will be over. So oops, let's get into watching the attack. So what he's doing is he does lure. It's a very easy lure with just one wizard, oh sorry, one archer, and then he's gonna pull up the dragon and loon up to the top. I'm just gonna speed that up because it does take a while for him to to get it out. And then there, right there, you'll see that he will drop one thing, and then boom, the dragon will step out of the poison. He drops a second one, but the dragon refuses to stay in the poison because the poison troops will not stay in the poison unless they're being engaged by his troops. So if he had put like a dragon out there and then dropped the poison on top of the dragon would have stayed in there and then gotten hurt by that poison. So he drops the max hogs first, which is pretty cool because they are maxed, and so they are going to do the most damage. He drops a heal there to protect his hogs. The hogs are already in the core, knocking out those air defense, just a whole bunch of them, and he drops his second heal. So now he literally has nothing that can hurt his dragons. They are slow moving, but yeah, he has a look at how many hogs are just, it's like a train of hogs just going from defense to defense. He will drop this heal right around here, which is pretty cool because you'll see that he does trigger a giant bomb right there, and if he hadn't had that heal, they would have been dead. Actually, now that he's going to trigger another giant bomb, and that will wipe out all the hogs, but having those dragons there, that one Tesla will not affect this raid. So good job, Fat Man. So the next attack, the next Town Hall 8 attack that I thought was pretty cool was this one here, done on number 21. This is the top Town Hall 8, and it was taken out by one of our 6-star MVPs, Laxus Makerov. So this is a cleanup attack, and what he's going to do is first he's gonna just lure the clan castle with one hog, and then it doesn't do a full lure, so he's gonna have to drop a second hog. When you have this situation, it's always good, like if it's right on the ring, just to drop in the 2 at the start, and then you save a few seconds there. But anyways, so from there, he does have the 4 quakes, so he has no poison, but he did bring some barbs and archers just to take out that clan castle. So he drops a barb, then 4 wizards. Then he's just going to keep dropping the barbs so that the wizards are able to knock them out while they were busy with his barbs. So from there, he then zap quakes. Nope. What is he gonna do? He will then take out his he takes out his golem right there, drops a whole bunch of wizards to create the funnel, does a giant, and then is going to okay, he then drops his wall breakers in, and so then his golem will reroute. He uses the 4 earthquakes to knock out that wall, and then it drops in his Valks, and then under heal they are just going to rip through that inner core of the base, and so they're just going to go from defense to defense. Even though they are triggering those giant bombs, when they are under heal, there is, it doesn't hurt them. So he's already dropped all his hogs in there, and now they are just going from defense to defense. There's just a few more defenses for them. The Valks are still in there doing work. His hogs are, he still has what, maybe like 6, it looks like about 6 hogs, and there are 3 different defenses to knock those out. He still has the king, and there goes the last defense, and he has his wizards already on cleanup all around the base. So I'm just going to speed this up so that we can get to the next attack. So good job, Laxus. The next attack that I thought was cool was this one, done on number 16 by Popburnaz. And this was a fresh hit GoLaloon. So first he's going to take and he zap quakes that air defense that is right near the town hall. Then he's gonna come in from the top with his golem, and then some wizards to create the funnel, and then he's going to wall breaker into that base with so that his king and queen can head in there, and then they are able to take out that second air defense. So there you see, as soon as the enemy king targets his king targets the enemy king, he does use his special ability so that the hog takes out the troops really quickly. He drops a poison so that the dragon and the loons, when they were targeting the golem, they will actually just stay right there in the heal, and they were knocked out really quickly. So right there you can see that he's knocked out 2 air defense, so he drops 2 lava hounds, the 1 max and then 1 of his own, and then drops targeted loons. It looks like about 2 or 3 loons for each one of the defenses that are around the air defense. He then decides to drop his last hound onto the right air defense, and then does the same thing with his loons, just targets the loons onto the different defenses. He does have he doesn't have any more spells, but he does have a whole bunch of balloons. Right here, he does drop one balloon in, which would have been pretty cool, I think, if he had waited a few seconds, just so that the other loons could have been busy and tanking for that one single loon. He could have gotten that other those other defenses for pretty cheap. So as you can see, he has a whole bunch of lava hounds all around the base. They're just cleaning up really quickly, and which works out well because the loons are, I think they are the slowest troop in the game. So having them with those fast lava hounds was pretty sweet. So I'm actually gonna speed this up and then get to the next attack. So the next attack is also a Town Hall 9, and it is going to be a number 8. It's this one here, done by Cosby. It is a cleanup attack, GoVaHo, and what he's going to do is he's going to lure right down here. He will and then he drops his queen up on top, so that the queen is actually going to pull in the um the the clan castle troops. And as you can see, because they are targeting the queen, now they will actually ride into the poison versus trying to evade the poison. So he pops her special ability so that the dragon actually doesn't continue targeting her, and then drops a whole bunch of wizards just to create that funnel, so that now when he drops his jump, everything will reroute and then head back in, and then his king and Valks will just jump straight into the core. This one's pretty sweet because it has like a double jump. So you can see that he just creates a way for those Valks that are just ripping through that base to have a way in and a way out. He gives them access to about half of the base. So pretty sweet sweet attack. So there he starts dropping 4 or 5 hogs on those outer point defense, and then from there you can see that, I mean, they just keep knocking out those defenses. The one defenses on the top are busy with the hitting the Valks and the king in the core, so they now bunch right back up. And so when he drops this first heal, oh nope, he already dropped the first heal, so he still has one more heal, but he will not need that. Look at all those hogs. He has one more defense, and that's it. So he has a bunch of cleanup, but that is nothing for these that is nothing for these hogs. He still has his hogs alive, his queen is alive, and he is able to swag a poison and a heal. Good job, Cosby. So the next attack that I had thought was pretty cool was one up here, done by Deist on their number 7. It is a fresh attack. Oh, you know what I thought was really cool about this attack is that it is a fresh attack, and Deist was able to break down this base, and so his war composition is very specific to this base. So it wasn't like a one size fits all kind of GoVaLaLo, I guess. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna bring in his kill squad from about the 10 o'clock area, and then we'll be able to knock out that first air defense, and then his Valks and all his troops are gonna jump into the core, knock out those next 2 air defenses, and then this one on the back, which the Valks would have a little bit harder time to get to, he is bringing a lava hound so that it can tank for the loons that are going to come in from the back end. So especially given with the less time that's available for these attacks now, it is pretty critical to try to get it to not have like your troops to have to break through walls and all of that. But as you can see, the time was not an issue in this attack. So let's get into it. You'll see that he's gonna use one hog to get that very easy lure. He's gonna pull over the clan castle troops over with the max golem. He brought a golem inside the CC, and then right when the troops are starting to go into to head into to try to hit that golem, he drops the poison, so the dragon and the loons are engaged with the golem, and so they will stay within that poison and get knocked out. So there you can see he uses the a bunch of wizards to create this huge funnel, so you know where his Valks are going to head into. So he uses his queen to knock out that dragon in the end. His king does take the jump with the Valks. He has the Valks under a heal. He drops the poison to slow down that king inside the core, and then right there he knows that he drops his loons, and although the next air defense in the core hasn't been knocked out yet, he's already started his balloon deployment. It is pretty sweet. He has them under a rage spell, and those that the loons are just wrecking it. So you can see that he has a whole bunch of them down here on the bottom. He has no more spells for them. The loons are slow moving, but they will get the job done. So all the ones that were on the top, they did get knocked out by, I believe it was a black bomb, but he still has his golem up there tanking for them. Now, because the lava hound actually pops, the pups will knock out those air skellies, and then that just gives them enough time for the loons, his loons, to knock out that last cannon. Oh, actually they don't knock out the cannon, the pups will do that for them. But you can see that cleanup is completely underway, and he gets a 3-star. So really good job. These I want to say, yeah, it was a really good war. I hope that everybody had fun. We did have, some new people join us, and so if you would like to join the fun here at Chaos Hammer, just come join us. Our clan tag is 8J8Q0PGQ. Yeah, so take care and bye.